Hello and welcome. My name is Latte-san, and this is Valkyria Chronicles 4. I'm going to be doing a playthrough for this today. I have played through a bit of this, so not everything is going to be new to me, but I wanted to make this my very first recording ever because I do enjoy this game. And actually, I've never beaten it, so the ending will still be a surprise to me. So I'm going to play this, and we are going to be doing one episode at a time. So the episodes you will be seeing will probably be the ones I beat it on the first try. I will let you know if there's a particular episode that takes me forever and a half to do. But for the most part, it's just going to be the first run. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to set it to normal. I don't want it to be too easy. I want it to be fun and challenging at the same time. So that's what we're going to do.
The day our hometown burned. That was the day we enlisted. At last, we had something to believe in. Something worth fighting for. None of us yet knew. We couldn't foresee what this war would cost us. It was a battlefield, but it was where we grew up.
So I do really like this game. It may be kind of glorifying war a little bit, but it doesn't pull back parts of it that are like, oh yeah, no, my entire hometown was destroyed during this war. I'm doing this simply to end it. I love the watercoloring to it too. I've always noticed if you ever look around the edges of this, they keep the outlines of the characters and stuff, but then they only color the inside of it. So I thought that was a really nice touch. I think the game itself calls it the watercoloring art, that's exactly what it looks like, and it's beautiful. Dog.
Wind out of the northeast, clear skies, and nap time's over. Come on, Raz.
I wasn't napping, just resting my eyes. You gotta relax, man. You are way too freaking tense. Your hands are shaking. So sack up, Commander. It's about time we get ready to roll out. Let's show those imps what's coming to them.
Yeah. A shift in the wind. There.
Huh? You getting those wind whispers again? Imperials incoming! All right, boys, it's go time!
Surprise!
Squad E, do you read me? Squad E!
This is Commander Claude Wallace. Squad E!
The Imperial forces are on the move, heading for your position!
Ready to engage.
Do not let them break through to the front line. We're counting on you.
Roger that. Over.
Good luck, Squad E.
They won't advance until they're done shelling the area. We should have time to prepare. Kai, take a group to that southern hill and slow down their left flank. Raz, take 2 soldiers east and make some noise for me. You got that?
Gotcha. Keep up or get left behind. At your command.
Hoffman, roll out! Squad E, ready
This
to
game,
engage.
I haven't played it in a while,
Just remember your training.
but it still gives me chills every time.
We can do this.
It's dark, it's morbid, it's war, but sometimes war can give the best stories, and it's terrible that that's the case, but I love a good story, and this has it.
Eliminate all Imperial hostiles. Let's stop their advance. Squad E, move out!
And there you can kind of see that the Japanese voice acting doesn't line up quite right. Here we
All set,
are.
Raz?
Just say the word, boss. I'm locked, loaded, and in-freaking-vincible.
Okay. First, we'll see how they respond to some infantry. Squad E, move out!
So, I do actually have the first Valkyria
Okay.
Chronicles on my PC.
Looks like everyone's in position.
So I might try to play that one after this. I don't know what I'm going to do yet after this, since this is literally my very first video.
Finally. It's time. I'm their commander. It's up to me to get everyone out alive. Concentrate. Remember your training. We can do this. I can do this.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of tutorials, unfortunately. And I'm going to need them because I can't remember how to play. It's been a while. So this is a turn-based game, which I love.
Here comes the pain!
Because it's so much fun to have like turn-based, and then this mixes turn-based with, I guess, real-time strategy, so RTSs. Okay. And in this particular game, it's so much fun. God, I feel like a broken record sometimes.
Got enemies here!
Attacking.
Check which way the enemy's facing.
Oh, wrong. That was Zio. 7 shots to kill, 20 shots. So, if you see it, you see that big circle around the guy? That's where the bullets can fly. So this is basically, the closer you are, the better the gun is. But we're just going to shoot it, because it's going to shoot 20 bullets.
Wide open!
And we did get him. Once per action, we'll be attacking.
Target destroyed. Good work.
It's just beautiful, man. I love this. Although I will say this, because I played this, I know what units I really like. And
Damn
the
it,
2
these
units.
assholes are in my way. I can't break through this.
Why not? You're invincible, right?
Kai is my
Really
favorite
getting
character.
tripped up over some common foot soldiers? Why don't you ever stop and think,
Oh, shut up! Just hurry and take them out, will ya?
thought you'd never ask. This won't take long.
Because she's a sniper. And she's a very good sniper.
Moving out.
Great stick her down. I love that it gives you a zoom too. Oh, and if you look up in the top, you can see the 2 kill. So if I get a body shot, it's 2 kills. If I get a headshot, it's 1. So we're just gonna line this up and dink down.
Too easy.
Nice shot.
And then we're just gonna end this because that's all I wanted her to do. So I'm gonna
Here comes
use
the
Raz. He's gonna move up. So important thing about this, it's about to tell us. The sandbags and crouching and stuff like that. Cover's very important because it keeps us from dying quickly. And that sounds like self-explanatory, but the thing is, it prevents crits.
Which way is the enemy
Those headshots
facing?
and stuff, they will not crit me if I'm doing the crouch, which is awesome.
Cover your comrade.
Command points. Basically, the command points is the number of moves I have, and sometimes I'll have less moves than I have units, so I have to pick what ones I have to choose. Yeah, we're just gonna end it because that's it. So I like this overview like this because I can see where each thing is, and I'll probably do it in post-edit. I'll point things out where it's like you can see sandbags in certain spots. You can see those little red X's, and those are very much just things that your tank can't go through, which we don't have yet.
Here we go. About time, Claude.
Yeah, I know. Soldiers, forward! Now's our chance to take the offensive.
Backup has arrived. Ah, right. The consecutive actions. You can move units more than once each, but there's penalties. They can't move as far, and you only have a certain amount of ammo, and you actually have to reload. So every gun has a certain number of shots. When you use up all those shots, it's time to take a turn to just reload it. So you gotta actually manage your positioning and everything like that based on... Okay, let's see. Zyga, I used you a lot.
Hey, Raz, check this out.
Okay, yeah. So, Zyga is a yes man to Raz, which I don't know if we'll ever... Ooh, yeah. That's another thing. Certain things outside of a effective range, you can't kill at all. Yeah, see, it's talking about that already. I think I can make it to that sandbag, so we're gonna do that.
Don't stop now! Right through!
Yeah, so that puts us in range now. There we go.
No!
So, if you look at the units, they each have a different symbol. They'll probably go into that too. They're all different units. The little the chevron looking ones, shock troopers.
Moving out.
Very good at close range. This is a scout. Scouts move very far. Look at that. Look at how low that is. Look at how fast it goes down. They just move. They move across the field. And they're okay at damage. They're more for like spotting things, as scouts usually are used for. But as you can see, they do some pretty decent damage. Yeah, that's a thing too. I don't know if you've read it, but if you don't kill a unit with a certain spray, it will... they will fire back. And that goes for our units too.
Leave it to me.
Another thing though, we'll see it later as we play this. There are stories for each character and all that. And sometimes it makes you want to use certain characters more.
Let's end this.
And what happened there, they'll explain. Oh, that's what I love about this too. There's a chance to dodge for certain things. So if you dodge, you're almost like guaranteed not to get hit. Almost.
Now advancing.
Just gonna put her up here. Don't need anything but a body shot, so we're just gonna line it up as most as possible, and dead. So obviously, it's gonna be very easy at the beginning. And now we get to the tank tutorial. I love this game for this mechanic. You can use your own tank as cover.
Busting out the tanks, huh? This one's all yours, Claude.
Look at that, it
It's
looks
our
so
turn now.
cool.
Fire up the engine, Miles. Yes, sir. Okay, the Hoffen's moving out. Destroy the enemy tank.
They do a good job of like leading into one another thing too. Like first it's like, here's a couple of units. Don't worry about anything else. And then they're like, hey look, tank. Now we use our tank. By the way, our tank is a monster. I love it. Because there's, I won't say anything, but later there's different types of tanks. And yes, see, there's like all these things on this symbols and stuff like that. It lets you know. Yeah, we're gonna end our phase there. And actually, I lied. The red ones can be broken. There's other spots where the tank just can't get through. Ow. Oof. Tanks are very scary. Because just like us, who have a certain amount of things we can do, they can do it too, which is something you always have to keep in mind. Don't send foot soldiers that don't have lances to go kill it.
Okay,
And we'll see
moving
lances later. So yeah, we're gonna destroy all this. Just beep beep.
Shame about the flowers.
Yeah, that's another thing that's good about tanks. They're like a jack of all trades because we have these anti-tank shots. We have the mortar for things that are in groups, so you can just go kaboom. And then there's a little turret that shoots a lot of shots. Well, I say a lot, but 7 shots can do a lot of damage. So we just turn on our tank and just unload into it.
Calm down. We need suppressors.
And this is where the multiple moves come in handy, because we just moved the tank and shot it once. Let's just do it again. We won't move as far. Weak points. This is super important. And in my last play, when I was playing it before, I've lost my tank way too many times to this. Always pay attention to where the back of the tank is facing. I can one-shot them, they can one-shot me. That's always an important thing to note. So like we just go boop boop. Other side. Oh hey look, engine. Dead. And that was the first mission. The first couple episodes are probably going to be kind of short because they're not going to be particularly difficult missions or anything like that.
Anyone else want to try? Squatty don't take shit from nobody. Claude knows what I'm... Whoa, you okay?
The flowers.
Yeah. This is what I like about it. They take into account these things that people would think.
Oh, yeah. They didn't stand a chance. Come on, man. You're supposed to be commander of the Ranger Corps.
A commander still has a heart, same as a foot soldier. Rank doesn't make this any less painful to see.
But crying over flowers? Even little girls have bigger balls these days.
I love it because every character is so believable. You got Claude, the kind-hearted one. You got Raz, the knucklehead.
Maybe.
Kai is
But what
cool,
matters
collected,
is that
and
their
a
hearts.
badass.
All right, I get it. Power of the heart, blah, blah, blah. Look, just go turn in your report already, will ya? Can't go get sloshed if we're stuck here on standby.
Good point. I'll head to the command center.
Yeah, you do that. And tell the brass to send us tougher imps to fight next time, yeah?
Imps is for Imperials, by the way. So I like what they did with all of that type of stuff. Right experience and such. So I also won't be showing the grinding I'll have to do occasionally.
Operation Northern Cross.
New episode has been added. I'll go through the cutscenes really quick before when we get to the next chapter, we'll worry about that. It'll be kind of a cliffhanger type deal with all those, because there's things in between that you can talk about, like that beginning segment we saw is that picture in the top on the left. So it gives us cutscenes and stuff that we can go through, and it's really nice. I just love all of it, because then you see these things like, I can't move over it, but there's a flower in here. That's a pressed flower. That's a flower from that field we were just in. Then you see all the writing, they keep that indistinct because we're going to see their thoughts anyway. There's going to be a lot of cutscenes.
First Lieutenant Claude Wallace reporting in.
Good work out there. Glad you're still in one piece. We're just about to go over our next operation.
You're late. I'm sure you know standard procedure is to report immediately after a mission.
Oh, Minerva. You're reporting too?
That's lieutenant to you, Claude. Don't get smart with me just because we share rank. I've got seniority.
A little bit of a bitch.
Sorry, Lieutenant Minerva Victor.
Well, let's get started. Minerva, give us a situation report.
Yes, sir. 3 months have passed since we went to war. I won't sugarcoat it. They're steamrolling us. By this point, a third of our territory is under Imperial control. This is officially a crisis.
If it's that bad already, we won't even be able to sustain a war effort.
You're right, and the Empire's only gaining momentum. If this draws out much longer...
The Federation's finished. If we fall, that's it for Europa. Nobody else could stand against them. The Empire would take total control. It'd be a fascist continent ruled with an iron fist. We can't let that happen. Europa's future depends on us.
Which brings us to now. The top brass finally got off their seats and sent us a plan. A counterattack that can turn the war around in one fell swoop, ready to be put into action.
What are the orders?
We put all our force into one strike. Break through their defenses and hit them where they'll hurt most.
Soldiers, supplies. We'll use all reserves we have to make a final push and capture one crucial enemy base. And we lucky few of the 32nd Armored Ranger Battalion have been handpicked as the vanguard.
Couldn't ask for a better mission, sir. Which enemy base are we targeting?
Think bigger. We take this base, and we take their will to fight.
But how could any one target mean that much to... Wait, you don't mean...
You always were a clever boy, Claude. I think you've got it.
Now, this is
Our target is the Imperial capital of Schwarzgrad. Let's fight back!
Operation Northern Cross.
The year was 1935 EC. Two great powers vied to control the continent of Europa. In the east, the sun rose over the autocratic East European Imperial Alliance, a dictatorship known as the Empire. In the west, a network of loosely allied democracies banded together to form the Atlantic Federation. Both powers depended on a precious mineral, Ragnite, for their prosperity, its growing scarcity leading inevitably to war. With its overwhelming military might, the Empire captured one nation after another, while the Federation struggled to maintain unity, every battle driving them further back against the wall. 3 months have passed. With 7/10 of Europa falling to the Imperial war machine, the Federation places all its hope in a desperate counterattack. Operation Northern Cross. 6 million soldiers fought in this campaign. It claimed more lives than any other in the Second European War. Federation historians call it the Eastern Theater, but the Empire knows it as the War for the Motherland.
Forward, soldiers! This is the battle you've been training for! Operation Northern Cross begins now! We'll wipe those Imperials clear off the face of Europa! Our time has come! Forward to victory!
Countless soldiers fought and died on those fields, struggling to make their ideals a reality. Ordinary people, thrust into extraordinary circumstances, fighting in the hopes that they would see a brighter future. What follows here is a record of those brave warriors, a record of that battle against the dark. Based on the diary of one Claude Wallace, the commander of the Federation's Galleon Squad E. Chapter 1. The Battle of Fort Crest.
So,
Good news, Claude. HQ has awarded you with a medal.
So, if you've caught it, this is essentially a alternate idea for World War II. Because obviously you can just see it. There's warfare, there's grand scale, just world wars taking up the entire thing. And I didn't notice it on my first run through, but they actually call it the East European thing. Europa is basically just Europe. It looks like Europe too. It's just a different take on it. But I love that it's like focusing on this one squad, and that's the story that we're going to see throughout all this. So let's go on and get to the next mission before...
March the 10th. At long last, we have finally entered Imperial territory. The ferocity of the Federation counterattack caught the Empire off guard. Battle by battle, town by town, we're pushing back the front, with no signs of slowing down. The road to Schwarzgrad is a long one, running at least 1,500 kilometers from friendly territory into the heart of the Empire. But at the end of it lies our target, the capital city. We have a long trek ahead of us, but for now, morale is high. Everyone here believes in this operation. Everyone is praying it'll succeed.
I guess the Empire's not so tough after all, huh, Commander? Give them one good stomping, and all of a sudden they're running off home. Huh? So are you gonna take a picture of everything we pass? Here, let me have a look at it.
Hey, Raz, come on! Stop it, really! You're wasting my film!
Wasting? No chance. What you got here is a picture of a future hero. You take one too, eh, Kai?
Yeah, maybe. There you go. That's a keeper.
Damn it, Miles! The hell was that for? Freaking hurt,
Quiet.
man!
I told him to stop the tank.
Huh? Everything okay?
The wind shifted.
They brought out the big guns.
A blast that big could wipe out a whole squad. Easy.
Let's keep moving. A rendezvous point with Squad F should be nearby. Flash.
Thunder!
That's the password. Next time, give us the response before you scare us shitless.
Apologies. I didn't mean to frighten you. Follow me. Lieutenant Victor is waiting.
Who? Oh, you mean Minerva. And you are?
Corporal Crystal Ward, from Squad F. Indeed. I have the honor of answering to Minerva Victor, the strongest and smartest officer in the Army.
I love the personality that they give every single character. Any character that talks has a personality.
I assume you saw that explosion.
Oh, we saw it all right. They must be packing serious heat.
A 21-centimeter howitzer. Currently, our worst nightmare.
Sounds like it. Howitzer.
It must have a range of at least 10 kilometers. We can't advance with that thing around.
Just so. Our mission is to capture that cannon.
Commander!
Good work leading Squad E so far, Claude. Your slow pace, however, does leave something to be desired.
We saw cannon fire, so we've been proceeding with caution.
Keep your excuses. As I said before, the success of Operation Northern Cross hinges on our swift advance. Time is of the essence.
I know.
You try hustling with a huge cannon up your ass. Oh, wait. You already tried and failed.
Down, boy. Claude, have you not housebroken your squad?
Raz is the perfect thing, though, because I feel like if I was ever in the army, I'd end up like him eventually. Just talk back.
The hell did you say?
I'd appreciate it if you didn't insult my soldiers. They're people, not pets.
Then I expect them to act like it. I'm not the one wagging my tongue. Soldiers who step out of line are often the first to die. Remember that, Sergeant Raz.
Yeah. Hope you make it out alive too, Lieutenant.
Commander? There's a good view from the clearing. Maybe we could brief them there.
Claude, come with me.
Can't see it. Don't have face cam, but I smile the entire time I play this. Characters are too good.
Allow me to explain your next mission. As you know, Fort Crest has a 21-centimeter howitzer that's blocking our advance.
It might just look like an old castle turned into a makeshift fort, but they've stationed quite a few troops to defend the cannon.
If we get too close, those turrets on the walls will mow us down.
So when does our own cannon get here?
That howitzer already destroyed it. We were outranged.
Blown up already? How long will a replacement take?
The bridge was destroyed too, so the artillery tractor can't proceed. It will take at least 7 days, though we do have plenty of infantry en route.
Doesn't matter how many foot soldiers we get. Without a cannon, we're just waiting around.
Not necessarily.
Huh?
Time is of the essence. We don't have a week to wait.
You're as sharp as ever. Like he says, we can't afford to wait. We'll have to capture the fort without artillery.
That's too reckless. Those turrets would fill us with more holes than Gallian cheese.
It's a dangerous mission, I know. But those are your orders. This isn't your local militia. This is what you signed up for when you joined the Edinburgh Army.
You're right. We enlisted to crush the Empire, not to commit suicide.
Then allow me to clue you in on something. Crystal, tell them the news.
Yes, ma'am. This morning, the Empire invaded Gallia.
They've invaded?
I knew it was only a matter of time.
What about our hometown? Is Hafen okay?
All we know is that the battle broke out near the border, at Citadel Ghirlandaio. The Imperial Army, however, is being led by Prince Maximilian himself. Gallia's prospects look grim.
The first one, I believe, is that. What they're talking about is what the first game is talking about. So I'll probably play that next and we can see what's happening to their homeland, or hometown, basically.
Oh, damn it!
Is there nothing we can do?
If Operation Northern Cross goes as planned, the Empire won't have the luxury of staying on the offensive. Our only option is to complete the mission as soon as possible.
Guess we've got no choice then. If our home's in the Empire's sights, then we've got to protect it.
Yeah, let's do it for Gallia.
Okay, so we're finally on to the next mission. Next episode, I'll start that up and we can try to take over this space.